They are adorable and often hard to resist, but dogs are also powerful animals, and if not handled the right way, they can sometimes attack. About 4.5 million people are bitten by dogs in the U.S. every year, but a new program is working to change that by teaching kids how to interact with man's best friend. It's a typical day at Lily B. Haynes Elementary School in East Lyme.
You guys came in so quiet.
But today's lesson is unlike most others.
Everyone can help animals. All you have to do is care.
That's because it involves a few furry friends.
We actually have 3 dogs today. We have Belle, which is a golden, and then we have Haley, which is a golden. She's got a quarter poodle. And then we have Mugsley. Mugsley is a rescue dog. This sound means you're going to get a prize.
Becky Maurice is the founder and director of Paws in the Classroom, a nonprofit organization dedicated to strengthening the relationship between humans and our four-legged companions.
If we can teach children to speak Spanish and we can teach them to speak French and sign language, why can't we teach them how dogs communicate?
Over the course of an hour, Becky teaches students how to read a dog's body language.
It wants to move away.
And recognize when a dog wants to be pet versus when it needs space.
Most of the time, when you see that, you're going to stop and not touch that dog. So the kids are going to learn what dogs look like when they're happy to see them, what they look like when they're scared. They're going to learn how to interact with dogs, and they're going to learn when not to interact with dogs.
Interactive demonstrations drive the point home.
Touch.
The ultimate goal of today's class? Bite prevention.
Dog bites happen all the time, and so that's what I want to change, because when a child is bit by a dog, it's not only devastating for the child and emotionally scarring, but it's usually a death sentence for the dog. And dogs just don't bite out of nowhere. They have lots of signals that they throw out before they ever deliver a bite.
Becky says many of those signs are often overlooked.
There's a lot of signs that dogs exhibit that aren't necessarily aggressive communication, but it's a communication for a need for space. A tongue flick, where the tongue will come straight out of their mouth and it looks like they're licking their nose. That's a communication I don't feel safe.
For these students, today's class leaves a lasting impression.
They try to talk to you, but the thing I like about this is now you know what they're trying to say.
Sometimes when I used to pet a dog, when they would look away, I didn't know that meant leave me alone. But now if they do that, I will know.
I know how to train a dog now, and I know when they're scared and when they want to be held.
Becky hopes that the knowledge the students learn today will be passed on to others.
We try and focus on making the canine education contagious. So what we want to do is say, hey, share this. So what you learned today, you're going to take home. You're going to teach your little brothers or sisters. You're going to teach your parents, so that maybe we can start listening to dogs and have less issues when interacting with them.
Less issues interacting and more time for snuggles. For more information about Paws in the Classroom, log on to pawsintheclassroom.org. Ryan and Teresa, over to you.